Hey, this is John with For the Love of Gear Reviews, and today I want to talk about the Ultimate Direction FK Ultra Poles. These are a trifold design pole from Ultimate Direction, who's best known for, let's say, their running vests. And these are meant to be extremely lightweight. I believe they actually claim the lightest weight poles on the market. I'll list the exact specifications on these in the description. But yeah, I want to talk about these today. Tell you some of the pros and cons, and why I really like these. I've put on probably 300, maybe 400 miles using these poles, and they've been pretty good. I mean, I actually don't have any complaints other than the fact that they cost $189, and that seems like a lot for a pair of trekking poles, but it's kind of on par, I guess, with some of the other offerings out there, like Black Diamond, their carbon ultra poles, their trifold poles. So, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dive in and show you some of the cool features of these poles. Okay, so the first thing that we'll go over here is the handle. And one of the things that I do really like about this handle is that there's a lot of different hand grips. So you can see some ribbing here and on here, and this allows you to really grip the pole in a number of different ways. One here, you know, if you turn it around, you can do that. So that's pretty nice. The grip itself has these little perforations to increase hand grip and feel. They're definitely not as comfortable like on these Black Diamond. I believe this is the Carbon Alpine. They're not as comfortable as a cork grip, and I guess when you're looking at just pure weight savings over everything else, you know, maybe this is okay. It's held up pretty well, but it's definitely getting some wear. On it. Then they have this big leash at the top here, and this has a nice little Velcro strap on there to kind of dial in the fit on that. They do have really aggressive branding on all their products. Doesn't really bother me, but it's like very aggressive on these trekking poles. Now, the way that these poles are actually held together, for $189, I would expect there to be something more durable and reliable and stronger than just this string. I know on the Black Diamond trifold poles they have something, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's definitely more substantial than just these, but they do an okay job. So they did want to make these as user-friendly and replaceable as possible. So this bottom section here, it can be replaced. And this little nub here, yeah, you can go ahead and unscrew this whole thing if there's any issues. I've only found one time that these poles wound up being a little bit loose, and then this was the problem. I just had to tighten that back up. And so to actually put these together, okay, see, now I gotta loosen that a little bit because I made that too tight. For actually connecting the poles, getting them together, it's pretty simple. All right. You can actually just kind of like do a little like pull cord type dealy here. And yeah, you just pull up on the handle and that will get everything in place. And it snaps right into this little metal button. I didn't know that at first, actually, and I wasn't entirely sure how to put them together. Ultimate Direction can do a much better job of very clearly describing and defining all their features and how to use every feature. I've had a few vests from them that have all these features and loops and different hooks that I just never could figure out what the heck they did. Yeah, and there you go. One thing that I do really like about these poles, here I'll get them connected and do a kind of a direct comparison here. So the Ultimate Direction poles are in the middle. And so for their weight, the diameter, they're really wide. And so I've got the Black Diamond Carbon Alpine on here, or not carbon actually, these are aluminum, I believe. And then some cheaper Cascade Mountain Tech trekking poles that I got on Amazon years ago, and they actually work like phenomenally well. I've had no issues other than these levers. I like lost a nut in there, but they work great. But anyway, yeah, so the diameter of the pole here is quite beefy, and especially as you go further down the pole, they taper, but not nearly as much. And let me go ahead and get the Black Diamond one extended. Okay, and so this is the Alpine Carbon. Yeah, and so you can see that the diameter of the Ultimate Direction pole stays a lot wider throughout the whole length of the pole, and this is going to make power transfer feel really good. And these always have felt very, very nice on the uphill and the downhill as well. I mean, they don't feel fragile. They don't feel like they're going to break. They have performed really nicely. Their earlier editions, some of the reviews stated that these carbide tips would fall out easily. I've not had an issue with that yet. I believe they were revised, and I've had no problems, and they've worked out great. The one thing that I'm a little unsure of, and we'll find out this summer, is on some of my fast packing adventures I've got planned. I'll be using a trekking pole supported tent, and these poles do not have any adjustability on them whatsoever. So they're just a straight trifold pole. I got them in the 120 centimeter, which works for me. Yeah. So we'll see. I believe it'll work with my trekking pole supported tent. But you never know. And if they don't, then I might pick up something from Black Diamond. We'll see. But yeah, overall, I've been very impressed with these trekking poles. They've worked very well. They've proven to be reliable, just as reliable as these Black Diamond Carbon Alpine poles that my wife has been backpacking with. Yeah, and again, I primarily use these for running, and they do stow on my running vest pretty well. And of course, access to them will vary depending on the kind of vest that you wear. But yeah, if you're looking for an extremely lightweight pole in the trifold design and carbon, these should definitely be they should be on your radar. That's for sure. They've been comfortable, lightweight, durable, and just really nice to use. I will say that I have used in their wet weather performance, as far as the handle and the grip goes, it's been fine. It's a synthetic material. It dries out pretty quickly. I haven't noticed it leaving any black markings on my hands. We'll see how that fares over time. But thus far, it's been fine, and I do really like them. So that's all I've got for you right now. Okay, so those have been the Ultimate Direction FK Ultra poles. They do make their FKT pole, which is similar, but it is just a straight design. It's not a trifold, and they have no adjustability at all. They're just a straight one-piece pole. If that's your thing, they'll be a little bit lighter weight. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using these poles, and if you have them, I'd love to know what you think about them. And if you enjoyed the review, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Check back weekly for more updates. As it says in my channel description, I've got no agenda at all. I'm not making any money off this. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I love gear, and I want to share the gear that I have with you. So I'll be doing more reviews, and it's based off of all things that I own and have purchased myself. Yeah, so thanks for checking out the channel, and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon.